Alright, so now that I got that rant out of the way, as far as people not clearing off their cars, unfortunately, I have to take a drive to Walmart. A couple of things I unfortunately have to get. I didn't even realize that we were supposed to be getting all of this. I mean, I didn't get a winter weather advisory. I didn't get anything yet. When we're going to get a light dusting, they send out all these advisories telling people, watch out. Well, this is something that I would expect an advisory for. This is crazy. This is that fluffy snow that, yes, it'll just blow away, but once it starts getting packed, it creates a lot of problems. And that's what's happening right now. Surprisingly, I have not gotten any messages from the Ingham County or Clinton County E911 about accidents, other than the simple, we are, salting the roads. But the snow accumulation, it's coming down so fast that the snow accumulation, I mean, I've got my heater up to 62, I've got the fan on full, and it's like my rear window that is having trouble staying clear because the snow's coming down so fast. The bus is having trouble getting going. I can see the snow being just, yeah, I mean, that bus is barely moving. I don't know if you can see that on camera. That bus is barely moving. This is a nightmare. This is what, not the worst of it, I should say. I'm not trying to make it sound like, because I know there's people, I've got some viewers in particular who I talk to, and they're always telling me things like, well, this is nothing. And yeah, I understand that there are other areas that get it much worse than us, but what we're waiting on here. There's always one parent that just decides to sit and park and have coffee. What is going on? I obviously, as a parent, you guys probably can't see this in the camera, but somebody's trying to turn around. Are they stuck? What's going on? Yeah, they're stuck. Shit. Yeah, see that? Look at that shit. What a stupid fucking idiot. Got yourself stuck. A rear-wheel drive Charger or Challenger, whichever one it is. I always get the two mixed up. They backed up onto the snowbank that's there where it's been plowed, and now they're stuck. And there's no way they're getting out of that. I don't care what kind of traction control you have. What an idiot for backing into. Look at this crap. Yeah, they're still stuck. They're not getting out of there until they get pulled out. There's no way. No way in hell they're getting out of there. So I'm starting to regret now getting out on the road. The visibility is low, as you can see here. The sun hasn't come out yet. It's just barely getting there. And so this is going to be an interesting drive, to say the least. Make sure I got my wallet in case somebody decides to do something like that while I'm really moving. So, wow, salt truck. So we're going to be following look at this. Look at this. There's traffic coming. Unbelievable. People just don't care. There's traffic coming. What if we were going faster? Look at this. Did you see how many people just kept on going? What if we were going 35? I wouldn't even do that if there was no snow on the ground. People are so stupid. They are so inconsiderate. They only care about themselves. They don't leave early enough to get to work or school or wherever they're going. They just lollybot about their day like normal. They don't clear their cars off. People are so inconsiderate and stupid, and they don't need to have driver's licenses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offend you, because this is you. Unsubscribe to my channel. I don't care. Thumbs down it, whatever. If you're the type of person, you're stupid, and I'm going to tell you that personally. You're stupid. You're reckless, and you don't deserve to be on the road. The weather is shit. There's no doubt about it. Don't take chances. Don't do anything stupid. But selfish people are selfish people, and they will never change. And they don't deserve to have driver's licenses. It's just the way that it is. That's my feeling on it. And if I offend you, too bad. There's a big, huge unsubscribe button that you can unsubscribe to me, because I don't feel like having you as a viewer because you're an asshole. God. People are so inconsiderate and stupid and reckless. I could go on and on and on. I'm basically coasting with this guy in front of me. He's got a Mustang, so not exactly the best to be out in this stuff, but needless to say, I'm keeping a good distance between me and him. He's keeping a good distance between him, that person up there, but those three assholes who came out of that neighborhood are all bunched together in some little pack there, because obviously they're running late for work. And, you know, instead of saying to your boss, hey, you know what, the roads were crap, you're gonna say, I made it here, it wasn't that bad. Look at that. Oh, I hate people. This is almost a whiteout. You can barely see what's going on around you. This is almost a whiteout. And yet people drive like the pavement is 90 degrees and there's no snow or rain. No weather effect here. There's always somebody who turns here. Wow, that guy didn't even bother turning. He was sitting up there at the light. Now we gotta wait on him? The guy was underneath the light. Man. I can hear that Mustang up there. He's really picking up snow, too. I'm surprised it's actually getting around as good as it is. Figured something like that, unless they got snow tires or weight in the back or something. But, so yeah, this is the kind of weather that causes accidents because people don't pay attention. They're reckless on the road. They drive too fast. They think that ABS is going to save their lives. One of the guys I work with, I'm sure that I've mentioned this before, the guy that I actually work with, he was late to work, probably, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, and he was the type who was there an hour early every day. And he was late, and he said that he got rear-ended on his way to work. And there was some snow on the ground, it wasn't too bad. But he said that the lady had actually told the cop that she thought the ABS was meant to stop you, and she didn't realize she had to give more space. Well, those are the kind of stupid people that we have driving. They don't understand. You think ABS is there to assist you. It's there to help you slow down, because when your wheels lock up, you lose complete control of your vehicle. So by having ABS, the brakes pulsate, the wheels stay in motion, so they continue along their path as you slow down. It does not mean stop on a dime. It does not mean drive pavement. It means they help you slow down and come to a stop, just like traction control. Traction control is there to keep your wheels spinning, because when your wheels spin, you tend to lose control of your vehicle, or you don't go anywhere. So by putting as much power to the ground, even in low traction situations, then you're able to actually accelerate faster. That doesn't mean you floor it and let the traction control take over. I've demonstrated that several times on my channel, and it just basically doesn't do any good. But people just that guy could have gotten over a little bit more. So obviously traffic is down to a crawl, which is fine. I'm okay with driving slow if it means not getting into an accident. What I hate is people who are in such a damn hurry to get wherever they're going. Can't see behind that car. That van is like pulled way out. Come on. You see this? I'm giving it about a quarter throttle. And you can see I'm actually having some trouble getting out of this crap. So yeah, this is a nightmare. It's taken me 10 minutes just to get to this point. It's taken me about 10 minutes to get to this point, and so now I'm really regretting getting out. I didn't realize it was going to be this bad on the road. I realized that they are plowing and stuff, but I guess I didn't really think that the snow was coming down that fast for it to do this. And this is the morning commute. So everybody who's Monday through Friday 9 to 5 is out and about doing this stuff, traveling in this. And you can see these tracks here where people have lost it and gone down into that side of the road. I thought I was going to have enough gas, but this is a slow drive. It's still whiteout conditions. Not totally whiteout like Rocky Mountains or anything, but it's still whiteout conditions. It's hard to see what's going on in front of you, which is why I reiterate again, and my camera's probably going to stop recording here. Alright, so I had to stop because it was almost at the 22 mark. Probably get gas. I just don't want to stop. So there's nobody in front of me right now. I'll show you what traction control does at full throttle. So that's basically it. It's, from a technical standpoint, the traction control, when the ABS system, they're two separate systems, when the ABS system detects that one or more wheels is moving faster than the other wheels, usually the opposite wheels of the drive wheels, so in my case I'm front wheel drive, so the rear wheels, because the rear wheels aren't going to spin any faster, they're just following the car along. So when the front wheels begin to spin faster than the rear wheels, the ABS system detects that. It sees that the front wheels are moving faster than the rear, and it sends a command to the ECU, the engine control unit, ECM, engine control module, computer, whatever you want to call it, and tells the ECU to retard the timing, to basically lower the output, the power output, to slow the wheels down from accelerating. And it lowers the RPMs, the butterfly. In my case, I've got a fly-by-wire, so the butterfly on the intake begins to close up, and then the RPMs come down. You lose power. That's basically what it is. In the early days of traction control, it was actually cable-driven, and I'm not exactly sure what the first car was that actually came with traction control, but I do know that it was either Cadillac or it was Chevy with the Corvette actually had a physical cable-driven traction control setup where it was connected to the throttle body, which was mechanical at the time, and if the ABS detected wheel slip, then it would actually force close the butterfly to keep air from going in And I can't tell you specifically if it actually retarded the timing at all. I'm not sure if the system was that sophisticated where the two actually talk to each other. I don't know that offhand. Maybe I'll look that up. But I guess I should turn left here. I don't really want to go on Grand River with all that traffic. But that's basically it. That's what traction control is, and it's come a long way from before. I can remember the first time that we had a car that had ABS. It was a Chevy. It was a Lumina. The Lumina had ABS, and I remember I was doing some actual driving, some like student driving stuff, and I remember, I can't even tell if I'm in my own lane. I'm just assuming that I am based on where those cars are at. But I remember there was one time when there was some slippery spots or something, and I put on the brakes not realizing what was going on, and of course the brake pedal fluttered like ABS always does. And alright, I can see where I'm at now. And that was my first experience with ABS. My first experience with traction control was in my parents' Intrepid. They had a 2000 Intrepid that came with traction control. And we were getting some snow, and on occasion I would drive my parents' car to work. It actually, out of all of ours, did the best. I didn't like driving my truck, even though it had four-wheel drive, because, well, number one, it burned a lot of gas, and number two, it had no rear windows, so when we were getting all this wind and snow and stuff, it would fog up all the windows, and it was bad to drive in the winter. It had four-wheel drive, which was great. It was great to get around four-wheel drive, but in stuff like this, you have snow blowing in, and so I drove my parents' Intrepid to work on occasion, and this guy here is like, what? I'm glad there's no cars behind me. You're like in two lanes, asshole. Holy crap. Anyways, so I don't know. I've dealt with this winter stuff for so long. I've never put myself into a ditch. I've never done anything stupid like that. And yes, I understand. We all make mistakes. Sometimes you don't realize how slippery things are. You end up in a ditch or something. But I've always been very cautious when it comes to this kind of stuff. Very, very cautious. My dad always taught me to just take it extra slow. It ain't worth, getting off into a ditch. You think about it, okay? Just think about it for a second. You're in a hurry because you're 5 minutes late. You take chances, you end up in a ditch. Well, guess how late you're going to be when you have to call a wrecker or a friend or somebody to help you get out of the ditch. You could have been 5 minutes late, but instead you're going to be an hour and a half late. That's just how stupid people are when they're in a hurry to get somewhere. They don't realize that if they're already late, just take it slow and get there safe. But I would do some donuts in this. That's stability control. That's what helps you get back on the road when you're starting to lose control of your vehicle. I'm not going fast enough to really do anything dangerous, but like right now, all the way over, stability is on. It's pulsating all the wheels to try to correct the car. I don't know where that truck is going to be parking. I'm going to go ahead and park right here. This looks like a good spot. Alright. Okay, so we're just leaving Walmart. Doesn't matter how good you clear them off. Anyways, just leaving Walmart. I need to get gas. I don't like how this gas gauge works. It was above the red when I parked. Now it's totally on empty. Had to get new boots because my old boots were so bad, and they're only a year old. I mean, I know that's what you get for buying cheap boots at Walmart, but they're only a year old. I decided to go with some steel toes this time. Funny story behind steel toes. I used to be all into boots. When I was a teenager, it was boots. Boots, boots, boots. I didn't like tennis shoes. I wanted boots. But I didn't want just any boots. Come on. If I'm going to wear boots, I want to look like a construction worker. So I would wear steel toe boots. The problem with wearing steel toe boots, well, they're colder, for one, because the steel toe ends up getting cold. And I know that the designs have gotten better, but still, they were cold. And number two was the problem that when I was 16, I went to Disney World with my family and the girl I was with at the time. And I was in that steel toe boot phase of my life where everything was about steel toe boots. So everywhere we went, we rode, I think it was, or we flew 5, or I think it was 5 planes, because getting down there was it, okay, no, so it was 4 planes. I think it was 4 planes. Well, I can't remember that. Anyways, so of course every checkpoint, and this was back before 9/11, so every checkpoint you get to, you know, I would trip off the metal detectors. And I was also into belts, like work belts, so steel belt buckle, well, not belt buckle, I guess, but, you know, not like the circular belt buckles. This was just regular old work belt. So, you know, every time I go through, you know, I was always the last one through. I should have been the first one through, but I was always the last one through. So you know, the alarm goes off, they bring out their wand and start doing their thing, and it's funny because they would, you know, I would say, and my mom would even say, it's his boots. So they would run down, you know, then they would pick up my belt, and I would say, okay, can you lift your shirt up? Lift up my shirt, they get the belt, and then it was going down to my boots, and sure enough, it was in my boots. Now, you know, this is pre 9/11 stuff, so didn't have to take your boots off or anything. I just said, you know, I got steel toe boots. It said right on the side, Caterpillar steel toe boots. But that was an annoyance back then. Yet flying was so much easier back then. So looking back, it seemed annoying, but it actually wasn't that bad. They've really slowed flying down now, but anyways, and I would wear shorts with my boots. I was never really a shorts kind of guy. I just never was. You know, it was, I guess I should turn here to try to get to the gas station. I'm sure traffic's gonna start backing up on that side. I was never a shorts type of guy, but in Orlando weather in the fall, it got pretty warm. So I ended up having to, and my mom warned me, she's like, if you wear pants, you're gonna regret it. And of course she was right, so I did have, okay, I know you got a Hummer, don't be an asshole. So I did have some boots, or some shorts that I brought. So, anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, the shorts thing. So I would wear shorts, you know, jean shorts with steel toe boots on. Now, if you're in construction, that's not uncommon. But when you're at Disney World on a vacation, steel toe boots and shorts? I wasn't trying to set a fashion statement. I just loved my boots so much that no matter what I was wearing, I would be wearing the boots. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job clearing off some of these parking lots here. Actually have to run across the street. But we're not parking here today. I don't have to get anything today. At least not here. So yeah, anyway, pretty funny. Wearing steel toe boots with shorts at Disney. Hot weather, steel toe. I've got some pictures, I think. I've got a couple of pictures. I think actually I was wearing jean pants. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, that's not so bad. So we gotta run into Office Max real quick. Get a couple things and we'll be back out. So catch you guys in a little bit. Ooh, it's icy here. I remember last year during the winter time, I remember I made some complaints about people not clearing their cars off. I don't expect anyone to get everything off. And some people have the luxury of having garages or carports or whatever where they can actually keep their car from getting snowed on, right? Well, this is Michigan, okay? And I remember I had somebody make a comment on one of my videos when I was complaining about people not clearing off their cars, that maybe they just don't have or cannot afford a brush just to brush off their car. Okay? I just went into Walmart and they have stands and boxes and kiosks and neon signs and all this other stuff with their cheap ass brushes and scrapers. $3. $3. 3. Okay? Now, I understand there's some people out there who just cannot afford everything, that they are poor. But this is Michigan, and $3, people. $3 for a brush to brush off your car, okay? Once again, I understand, but when I see a Lexus driving by, like that guy, that Chrysler, okay, if he's going into Office Max, he's dressed as an accountant, businessman, whatever, probably a used car salesman. You can't tell me that he cannot get a hold of a brush or can't afford one, okay? So they'll be filling the comment section with a bunch of crap about what you think a good reason is for not clearing your car off. There's no good reason. There's none. You are a safety hazard. I mean, laws require that you have working brake lights, turn signals, hazards, headlamps, and I believe in this township they also require that your car be brushed off, okay? So if you have to buy new bulbs for your brakes and headlamps, you can afford once a year at most, we're talking about if it doesn't last, once a year at most, you can afford a brush to brush off your car, okay? So don't be throwing any of that crap at this video about how they're so misfortunate some people who just can't afford everything that you can. No, it's not about that. What is there, a bus up here? It is not about that at all. This is simply a case of people being lazy. They care more about what's going on in their own lives. Is there a train or something going on up here? Well, it can't be because there's other cars coming from the opposite way. I cannot see. Something's going on up there because I just saw this big truck drive around something. I can't see. This is great. Oh, somebody's backing in. They're backing something in. Oh, you guys probably can't see this all that well. They're backing something in or something. That's a hell of a place to back your shit in when everything like this is going on. How in the hell are they gonna get out of there? So anyways, that's what's going on. Kind of a shit spot to be doing that. I can see the, you can probably see him now. The, probably works for the railway. So anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, just look around you when you're driving and stuff like this. It's not just the broken down Toyota that's barely, like this car right here. See that? Okay? You see? I mean, you can't tell me that guy can't afford a $3 brush. Here's another one coming up right here. There's another one right there. You know? Brand new Equinox, Traverse, whatever the hell that's called, I can't remember. Can't afford a brush? Bullshit. Here comes another one. This Dodge Neon. Can't afford a brush? Bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm done talking about that because I'm sure you guys are getting tired of hearing about it. And why are we driving so slow? I can't see in front of this conversion van to be able to see what's going on. There's a Ford Focus up there. That's as far as I can see. So anyway, yeah, this is just a overall nightmare. I mean, it's still coming down. I haven't even read the weather report, but I didn't get any winter advisories for this. None at all. Not a single advisory. I got more Facebook posts on the weather from other people than I did, obviously, from the Weather Channel. I usually get alerts from the Weather Channel. They'll email me and then they'll send me an alert through their app. And that usually tells me when we're going to be seeing some crap come our way. And look, I mean, here we are. I've been out for about an hour and a half, and it's still coming down strong like this. I don't want to use my wipers. The ice is starting to build up where my defroster, all the water's going down there, starting to build up. So I'm trying not to use my wipers. I've got that stuff that you put on your windshield where it blows the water away, it beads up and then takes off. I don't know if I want to go straight. What is going on up there? So is it because the Camaro couldn't get going that everybody was going slow? Those things actually don't do that bad in the snow. They do a lot better than they used to. Huh. That guy's really struggling. There's Meridian Township just went by. I'm sure they're busy right now. It's one of their unmarked, well, stealthy SUVs that they just got not too long ago. The thing that's funny now is it used to be that, well, I mean, I still do. You would know the headlamps in the dark. You'd know the headlamp style of the Crown Vics. And if you saw that headlamp style, then you would look twice and see if it's a cop, right? They never had LED headlamps, and there was always a design to them. You just knew when a car was coming your way that there's a possibility that it was a cop, right? Well, now they're using Ford Tauruses, which have LED or HIDs, and they're also using the Ford Explorers SUVs. So now it's like you look at them and you're like, man, those are pretty common around here. Is that a cop? And that happens to me so many times. It's not like I'm doing anything unlawful or I'm worried about it, but I look and I say, is that Explorer that's white? Is that a cop? and you just kind of do a double take, and no, most of the time it's not. But it used to be so obvious what the cop cars were. It was just one of those, so blatantly obvious what a cop car was. And now, they almost look like civilian cars now. You really, unless you get a close look at those black steel rims, you really wouldn't know that it was a cop. And Meridian Township has 2 of those cars now. They've got a black Ford Explorer that we just passed. It's, stealthy, so you can only see the reflective writing on the side of the vehicle. And then they have a Taurus, same thing, blacked out. You only see the writing. Those are becoming more and more common, what I've found. They are hard to spot, and years and years back, I took the Citizens Academy, which Meridian Township offers once a year. Basically, non-cops, non-police, law enforcement. They have I think it's a 10 or 12-week program, I can't remember. They've got the program where you meet once a week, and the officers tell you, wow, that was a dick move. The guy on the right didn't even bother stopping, just went right on through. It's basically a class that you learn about the local law enforcement and emergency services. And at the time, this was years back, they said that how they have it set up, and this is public information, this isn't some secret thing. At the time when they had it set up, the officer that loved to give out tickets, that just loved to be on traffic rather than other stuff, would always get the blacked out, unmarked car, because they could hide places and get people, and that was their preferred method. And then those who went on other duties would get just the regular old patrol cars, the marked patrol cars. And I always found that interesting. Let's make sure I'm still recording, because it's a slow drive. I always found that interesting that the officer that just loves traffic duty gets the car that you wouldn't even know was a police car. Just find that funny. So anyways, the sun is finally coming out. I got to clear off my solar panels. Obviously, there is an overcast, but it's not too bad. The storm system looks like it's moving through. I can see all the dark clouds off to, let's see, that would be the west. And slow down here. So it looks like things are actually starting to clear up, which I'm glad. The sun is coming out. I need to clear out my panels. Hopefully that'll melt off some of this stuff, and things will kind of return to normal, so to speak. So anyway, this has been a really long video, and some of you enjoy my longer videos, some of you don't. Obviously, there was some road rage bits in here, stupid people out on the road, and so hopefully you enjoy it. I'm trying, so I got an asshole coming up behind me at a good speed. Got a truck? Hey, why not? Drive fast. Everyone else can get out of my way. I love that Family Guy joke that that one guy in that SUV is like, I'm not even gonna look when I merge, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. So anyways, yeah, he's coming up pretty fast. What an asshole. Got a truck, I can do whatever I want. I got a truck, I can do whatever I want. No big deal. Well, I'd love for that guy to put himself into a tree. Not hurt himself, just put himself into a tree. Anyways, he's coming. I'm doing 43, and everyone else is doing slow, and he's still coming up on my ass. That's stupid. Asshole. This guy is really gaining on me. What a prick. What a prick. I'm just not feeling comfortable at all in the speed that I'm going. But Mr. Four-wheel drive back there, oh, this is exciting, fun stuff. This is fun. Putting on my turn signal. So obviously he's gonna have to slow down. Or not. Holy hell. There it goes, right there. Yep, big pickup truck, Ford pickup truck. Yep, you're cool. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.